And Melissa, though, it was weird because, oh, Nonya, I told you we would be there. Yes, you did. And I appreciate it. You guys are really nice. Um, and I appreciated the messages. I think I missed being online with you. So I was sending messages like kind of like one eye and half asleep. And my husband was like, can I have your iPad, please? I was like, okay. And then I'd fall asleep, you know, because it just kept going up and down, but I was stressing. So Mary Clay says, I'm great. Oh, love listening to me. Thank you, Mary. Oh, wow. So you ignore my errors that I make, right? Because I do get nervous. I really do. And none yet told you we'd be here. I know. And you were. And then we had a whole nother tea this morning. So we had two teas. One, they were there. I wasn't there because I couldn't get in. They wouldn't open the door. I was knocking, but I couldn't get in. And then we had another one. It was nice. It was fun. And they were telling me everything that happened. Oh, you're so sweet, Miss Faye. Team, Nonya was here for you. Thanks, Faye. Miss Faye. Faye et al. I like that name. And then Gwen says, good evening, Angela A., Dolly, Betty, Denise, Mary, Shy Lady. Shy Lady, I hope you don't mind me calling you Shy Town. See, my eyes are just watering. But I think it's the medicine. I hope you don't mind me calling you Shy Town. I just like the catch to that, you know? So Shy Lady, Deborah, Baby Girl, Antoinette, Lioness, and Carla. Magnolia had us going on about Dave. I would catch some of it. Dolly, every once in a while, talking about her baby daddy. She in love with her some Dave. I say, hey, pie guy. That's the pie guy. And Magnolia, yeah, she was on a roll this morning. Her and who was she sharing Dave with? Who was it, Dolly? Oh, Abby. Abby Simply. They're the baby mamas. Yeah, she was on a roll this morning. She's probably at home sleep now. Denise, hi, Denise. Did I say hi to you already, Denise? If I didn't, hi, Denise. I think I already did. Yes, it was good. Thanks. The morning live was all the way live. It was. The second one, I was like, wow. But I was getting all the scoop because I hadn't seen anything. I was asleep, like sleep. I was asleep. But I guess my body was tired, you know? I guess. They are trying to call Dave a scammer. Of course they are, Carla. Just wait till he does something bad. It's going to be on. As soon as he does one thing bad, they're going to be all over it. Well, they can't, backpedal now. So they need him to do something so they'll have something to jump on. Mm-hmm. Oh, I know them well. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I don't care. We don't care, right? We're just going to enjoy the skits. I'm curious to see what Denisha's going to do with Anthony. She's going to be nice at first, like she did Karis. She was nice to Karis, but not at first. And they are trying to call Dave a scammer. I think they might, because I was thinking maybe Ben and Dave knew each other, but thank goodness they don't. So, because we know Ben is no good. Ben is raunchy. He's raunchy, and his wife got problems. She needs a therapist bad. And what's the deal with the girls though? Like, did they lose somebody? I know they speak of their family, but who's the family? Because they act like they're so needy for somebody. And then Danielle speaks to Melissa like she needs to keep her calm, like kind of like Angelina used to do Shayla and rub on her and stroke her. Danielle was doing the same thing to Melissa today. And I was like, why is she doing that? Anyway, let's see. Please hit the like button. Please do. And then Betty Bush says, Nonya, They had cutting up about, oh, that's your man too, Betty. Amber, they coming to get your man. Poor Amber Todd, she'll never have her own man. Somebody else gonna always have him. See, my eyes are just running water. But I think it's got to be the medicine because it's stronger. Um, so pardon me with my eyes tonight. Anthony is a scammer. Oh, Deborah, I totally agree. And you know what? I said that a long time ago, that Anthony was a scammer. And like when he's always on his phone, what's he doing? You know, and every once in a while he'll go sell a house. Anthony Dalton ain't nothing. And I said, ain't nothing. That man is, I don't know who he's supposed to be, but you know, I know it's supposed to keep us interested in the storyline, but I wish KOOKOO had told Amber something like, watch your back, or, you know, just be careful, anything. KOOKOO knows what's wrong with him, but she didn't tell it. But I guess, you know, relatives don't. Even though we know she didn't like her at first, she came to like her. Where are they getting the thought that Dave's being a scammer? I heard that too. You know, Dolly, they just make up stuff. They do. Nonya Angelina Short it's at 9:10 now? Wow. I mean, that thing took off like a rocket. The only difference is that it's clear. It's clearer than the original. And then it was Hemi Girl that told me go about the original video. And when I looked at the original video, I know, Shy. When I looked at the original video, I realized it wasn't as clear. So I think I commented on something that Linda Young had posted. And so I did the hashtag Country Wayne and hashtag Angelina Corlina. What's her name? Cortez, whatever her last name is. I knew what it was this morning. And I just said thank you for the video. And I've never hashtag Angelina, you know, Wayne. I'd be on FB all the time last year doing warrior duty. So you guys can imagine why what's said on this side of town, I just kind of go, y'all weak. I know I talk a lot of smack, and I do it in good fun. I actually don't dislike anybody. Do you? I mean, that, you know, do you? Do whatever it is you feel you need to do. Whatever makes you happy, right? I just don't like it being shared with people of either a more intelligent mindset or a heart that can be hurt by things that they say. That part I don't like. And yeah. Shy Lady says, you can't let this stress you, sis. And be sure to get my rest. You know what? I am. I'll work on that video tomorrow because I wanted to do all of them. But once I started, I kind of got not distracted, but I was paying attention to how much water was coming out of my eyes and stuff. And I thought, am I okay? And then, you know, I answered some comments all day, which I do every day. But I was stressed last Thursday. And then Friday, I knew I was, and my blood pressure was way up. I was like, what is wrong with me? Because I was stressing. And now, you know what? I'm not stressing about that. I mean, it's not like it's going to make me or break me. I'm going to be here anyway. And I'm just going to make the reaction videos. But I find that doing the reaction videos, they are easier. Like I can do them the way I'm doing this, and that's fine. But then if I step away and I have to do a piece of video from my camera and insert it into the movie, that I'll get confused because I've already covered it here. And then I have to delete something, right? So I think what I'm going to do is just run the movie, pause it, and then just do my narrative, because you've got to have like 3/4 worth of narrative for each little piece of video. Otherwise, you know, that's copyright. So thank you, Shy Lady. I'm going to keep that in mind. And thank you, Dolly, as well. Right. Deborah Ben said some things on Anthony's back porch that gave the impression that Anthony and Ben are both questionable. That's right. In the backyard, when they were back there, that's exactly what they did, both of them. Carla, I am enjoying yeah, this part is good. I'm enjoying this too. And that's why I don't go visiting. But I don't have to now. I got my own channel. So I don't have to go visiting anybody. I don't know. I don't like to be unhappy, and I just don't. Even though I don't wear rose colored glasses anymore like I used to. I used to have glasses like Dave back in the day. Yes, I did. Match my outfits. I sure did. And we call them rose colored glasses. Nonya, your shorts with the music was creative. Will you be able to post them again? Dolly, yes. Once I go viral, once I get monetized, then I will be able to. But it's just a matter of how much music you use. So it would probably be like every other one. And do you know that about it was 88% of all the people that are my subscribers, not the ones from Angelina's video, they came in based on my shorts. And I from what I can tell in this realm, I was the only one that was putting music until I wasn't. I was the only one putting music. Mm-hmm. And I don't even know how I figured it out. I just saw a column and it said, use this music. And I said, what's this? So I opened it up, me with my nosy self. I opened it up and there's all music that you can use, right? So, but you can't put music in the videos. Like in videos, you can't use music at all. But yeah, I just made it up, Dolly, one day. Girl, it just came to me. I was like, oh, let me go find a song for this, And even though it sounds good, like I could do it now because I'm not trying to get monetized because I can't do it until September anyway. But I'm going to have to pull them. And that's the other thing. Before I submit to be monetized again, I'm going to pull my shorts. And the ones that I'm going to make going forward, I'm going to make sure I'm either in the video because they want you present. So they want you to either talk on the video or do something. Look at my eyes. I'm just crying. I missed you guys. That's why I'm crying. But yes, Dolly, to answer your question. But so the deal is the ones that I took down, I put them in my phone, which I need to back up. I took them down and I just moved them to my phone. I didn't delete them. Well, I deleted a few, but I can save them. And see, right now, if I pull a video, if I want to change it, I have to tear it apart. I can't just edit it. You can't edit it. You have to remake it like all the way from scratch, right? So if when I get monetized, there's a back door. So you can go in the back door and make changes to your videos. To answer your question, Dolly, and I will not use as much video because what they consider reused content is basically music that I don't generate, shorts that I'm not in. So they want you to be somewhere in there to make it different, or just do and videos too. Just do your own video. And so anything that shows you have some creativity, I don't have no creativity. I just know music, Dolly. I just know music. So I just knew what to put in the shorts. It was like, oh, that's a good one. So that's why I know I loved it. I love doing it. I wish I could do it and not get in trouble for it because they will strike your channel. If you break too many of their rules, you won't have a channel left. So that's the dangerous part, Dolly. And they'll do it. They'll do it. So I might be able to do like some, but not all of them because there's been some good ones out there. I hope. How are you? You were just overwhelmed with getting this channel up. Yeah, I was. Hope. And I worked tirelessly, just like you guys read, listen to the videos all over. But then I realized I think it was Coco Melon. Well, Coco Melon is a kid on TV or something. Coco Melon, is that his name? I have to ask my granddaughter. But I realized, I said, there's something that I'm using that I'm not making changes to, right? And then I kept reading and looking at different YouTube problems, and it's the shorts. Because if you're not a part of the short, like stick your head in there or talk on it, like do what they call a voiceover, you're not considered present. So all of my shorts, I'm really not present, or I'm not asking you a question about it, like interacting. They want to see all that in like 30 seconds. So I got to find a way to be creative with that. Yeah, I learned a lot when I was laying up there sick. I was still reading. So Shy Lady, yeah, Hope, yes. Dolly, that's what Coco Melon, well, Melly, like Melly, Mellie. That's what I called her. That's her new nickname. And then Gwen says, please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Please do, everybody. Amber is always going to be the villain because she gets the most views. Carla, you're right. You're right. And you know, the sad part, hi, Angela. The sad part, though, is that Amber has the kindest heart of all the people in Skitland. And I call it Skitland. You guys know that. Most people say they call it Skitlanta. And I just thought of Skitland one day. I said, these are skits, this is land. And that's where I came up with Skitland on my banner. It just popped in my head, and that's what I used. So, I don't know, Dolly, things just pop up. Angela, how are you? Angela says, hello, Nunya Sis Mods in chat. Hi, Angela. I hope you had a good day. I hope you had a good day. Ms. Fatal, question. What kind of man spends Christmas with his mistress and leaves his wife alone with a new baby? What kind of man is that? On Christmas. And that, you know, that was the... Hi, Trap Star. Welcome in, lady. And yes, I hope they had a great week too, everybody. Yeah, that's what I said, Miss Faye, when I saw it. I was like, wait, this is Christmas. Who does that? Except a no good, you know what? I didn't say that. You guys didn't hear me say that. And I still don't know what. My eyes are watering. I feel like I put eye drops, but it's not working. Hope. Trap Star says, hope you all had a great week. Dolly says, you're doing great. Gwen, the numbers are close. Nunya says, chat, Angelina is acting up, grabbing a wig. I know. Now a bossy bill collector with Diesel. And Angela, I thought, okay, it could be all three. Is it because she knows she got her Brody back, basically? Because Brody is back with his woman. And that's where Brody wants to be till he find out what Pam got to tell him, if anything. So she got Brody. He left. Diesel left her, and we haven't heard from Diesel in a minute, right? So it's like she probably feels like he ran off and left. And then on top of that, you know, she's not playing about her money, Angela. So she hasn't heard from Diesel. He hasn't made any payments. She got her Brody back, and now she wants to use that right again. Angela, yes. Yeah, now she's bossing up, grabbing that wig. But that was, you know what, though, that was a funny skit. To me, you know, I don't like fighting, but when she saw that picture of Brody and Sincerely / Isis, I think is her name. When she saw that picture of her husband with that woman, I think, Angela, I think that's what triggered Angelina. More so than just Sincerely coming in there, just, you know, yapping away. But she looked at the picture like she was looking at it. And I think that really triggered her. And then Miss Faye says, you brought your Lola, Alabama acting out. Miss Faye, that's funny. That's funny. I guess so. My Lola, Alabama. God, see, my eyes are just watering. I'm going to bed, y'all, tonight. I'm going to sleep. But I only have to take this medication again tomorrow. So, but I think that must be it because it feels like allergies, like, and my eyes have been watering all day. Uh, that Lola, Alabama. I like that. And then Gwen says, Dolly, he sure is good at it. And the nerve to ask Amber to teach him not to lie. Yep. Well, if you know you're getting ready to go with the truth. So remember, are you talking about when he asked Amber to teach him honesty, or is this something else? You meant Diesel? Because I can't get it out of my head where Anthony asked Amber to teach him how to be honest. You learn how to be honest when you're like 3 years old. Did you do that? And you say, no. Yes, you did. Tell the truth. You know how we do, kids. I guess Anthony didn't get that when he was a little boy. My Lola, Alabama. Because that's all we got in California too. Anyway, Dolly, he sure is good at it. Yep. The nerve to ask him not to lie. Yeah, and to not lie. I mean, the guy's incredible. Hi, Nancy. Welcome in. Welcome in. Melissa tells everything. She does. But she doesn't want to talk about her business. Notice she doesn't tell anything about what's going on with her and Ben. But guess who's going to tell it? Abigail. Abigail is coming for Ben's money. Period, point blank. And Abigail already said, basically, on this side of the phone, that she's going to tell Danielle that he already invested into her hair business. So she's coming with the smoke. Abigail is, if he doesn't come up with some more money. And that's why I think they're going to steal some of Anthony's money. Because supposedly only Anthony and Ben have the passcodes or whatever they need, access codes for his money. Even though Darren's the investor, supposedly only Ben and Anthony. And we can't forget that part because that's what they were talking about on the back porch also when they were outside, talking about moving the money. And just those two have access codes. So that's something key to remember. Because if Darren has it, one of those two have given it to Darren. So it's going to be Anthony or it's going to be Ben. So we'll see. And is that why Darren was on, was it yesterday or whenever Darren was on? I can't remember the days. When they were mad at Michelle. And you need to leave Michelle alone because Michelle has blackmail on Ben. You know she does. That woman knows everybody's business. She knows everybody's business. Hi, Nancy. And how are you today? I saw you doing a video, but I was trying to make a video and I was scrolling. Otherwise, I would have stopped to chat. But I was like right smack in the middle of trying to make a video and I had to jump to the phone. So, let's see, Dolly says, one that doesn't respect marriage. No, he don't even understand marriage. Neither one. Ben has no respect for marriage. He goes off and then Danielle takes him back. Okay, women do that. Men do that. But he marries her. He's gone for 3 years. Then he begs his way back. Yet he said when he was with Abigail, I'm sorry, that she made him get up every day. And he said he felt like he had purpose because he had to get up, he had to get dressed, his hair would be combed. She would make sure he was on point. And Danielle doesn't do that. Danielle just goes off to yoga like a happy little wife. She better ask somebody what's going on in her marriage. No. Hey, Shy Lady says, I think Danielle is going to lose her sister, friend, and husband behind running her mouth. Shy Lady, there's something coming, huh? That woman talks too much. She tells everything. Like everything. Yeah, she needs to learn to mind her own business. And then the lake house lady knows that she'll tell it. Michelle, I should call her. She knows that she can get the information. Guys, see, my eyes are just watering. Guys, I'm crying for real. Don't tell anybody, okay? I'm all sick and sad. I want to see Dave and Amber again. Hello, Gwen. I do feel better, Nancy. I'm not well, but I feel better. The medicine's making my eyes water. They've been watering all day, like watering. So I don't know. She increased my blood pressure medicine for 3 days, 4 days. And then I go back to normal dose after tomorrow. Juanita says, good evening, Nonya and chat family. Good evening, Juanita. Hi, Angela C. And your husband was looking out for your wellness. Dolly, he's cool. My husband's cool, you know? And I'm glad I married him. I am. The ball player, he's doing fine. I mean, he retired now, but he's good. You know, my ex, I don't talk to him, of course. Mm-mm. But my husband he's a good dude. He's tough though. He's nice to me. But yeah, he came home on Saturday. I was so happy because I was kind of scared. You know, not terribly frightened, but a little scared to get up and walk around because I thought, what if I fall? You know, my blood pressure goes really high. You get faint. So I just kind of stayed in the bed, and I told him I'm still in the bed waiting for you to come home. So he came home. He closed the shop and he came home. Nancy says, why Amber get caught first? What do you mean? Anthony already got caught. He got a baby and a whole baby mama. That's not first. That's second. He working on his second one, Nancy. Is that what you mean? I mean, he already got a whole baby. And people want to forget the fact that Anthony cheated for almost that whole marriage. They were married about 2.5 months, if I'm right. About 2.5 months before after the row and before Shayla got in that bed in January. They got married in October, right? And then went on that little raggedy honeymoon or whatever that was. So that I'd say Anthony got caught first, but they're whitewashing it to make it look like they want you to forget about Anthony and Shayla is what they want. They don't want to think about it. Just like Shayla and Anthony are saying, why does Amber keep wanting to bring up the past? Because the past really happened. The past is the present. There's a little Kai running around, but they want to forget that that affair happened. And that's why this comment, why did Amber get caught first? No, Anthony got caught first. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm not forgetting about that because he did. And he's got a whole baby. So as far as what Amber's doing, after a year and a half of being dogged out and treated like garbage, and then she gets caught, as long as her attorney knows about it, and when she told the attorney, I was over here saying, Amber, go tell your attorney. Go tell it. And she did. And I was so glad because if the attorney finds out and you didn't tell them, they are going to be upset because they're going to go to court and they're going to have egg all over their face. They are not going to be happy with you, just like Anthony's. So when you say she got caught first, I said no, she just got caught quicker. But Anthony, he should have got a black eye too, like Shayla got. But I understand that I think it probably hurt her that Shayla did it to her. But I bet she'll pay attention now to these best friends. You ain't got no best friend. Your best friend is God. And then your family might be next. But best friends, y'all, don't do it. Tell them don't do it. Nancy said, okay, Nancy, we got it though, girl. I get you. I know what you mean. And then Nancy says, when Shayla going to get, you got to make her look all good and pretty and now covering up her tatas and all that, like somebody's going to feel sorry. Don't nobody feel sorry for Shayla yet. They have taken no accountability for destroying that marriage. None. It's like the only proof is Kai, like it never happened, and Anthony's still sniffing up her skirt or trying to. Wait until Shayla finds out about Denisha. Deborah, yes, she gonna really be in her feelings. So I guess they decided to turn Delicia away and go somewhere else and do something different. And I don't think I don't think he really doesn't want Shayla to get hurt. What's so special about Shayla's character? Nothing. If she could carry a storyline by herself, she would. But why are they trying to fix her up like she's not the snake she is? Who's buying it? Anybody? Is anybody buying Shayla? Is it working? It ain't working for me. Chase made me 38 hot. He got Destiny. I didn't watch that, but yeah, I was right there with you. Mm-hmm. I didn't see them. I saw it. Yeah, Magnolia said they sister wives. But yeah, Trap Star, it was good to see Dave today. I'm gonna look at him again when I get off of here. But yeah, I was gonna watch that, and then I looked at the clock and I said I'll watch it later. So I'll probably watch a couple of skits because I want to see Brooke and Destiny. Did Destiny drink also? But yeah, it was Trap Star. It was good seeing Dave today. And I couldn't get over the fact that Melissa was so focused on Dave, she didn't even think to apologize to Amber. Dave, look at my eyes. It's just popping out water. Anyway, they let Amber take all the heat and consequences on her skit shenanigans. Yeah, they always do. You know what? That has been pretty much par for the course for Amber for years. But I think because Amber can handle it acting wise, maybe that's why they do that. Because I know she's like Wayne's right hand. So, they probably pay her a whole lot of money too, though. Baby girl, Shayla is back to the black hair again. She is? Shayla changed her hair to black? Angela said, Nancy, they let Amber take all the heat and consequences on her skit shenanigans. Yeah. Oh, I posted that over here. I'm sorry, Angela. She's back to her black hair. I didn't see her. Did she get something? Did she have a skit today? I don't really be looking for her skits, but I mean, if it pop up, I'll watch it. But baby girl says, yeah, she's black to her black hair again. Nancy be the scratcher. So what does that mean? Because we can tell what Amber stuff means pretty much by her clothes. That's how I can remember a lot of things that Amber does, and when she does it based on what she wears. I can remember a lot of her clothes and what happened on that particular day. Maybe, I don't know, 8 or 9 things, that key things that happened, I can remember just based on what she wears. So with Shayla, it's the hair. Because every time she changes her hair color, something happens, baby girl. So keep an eye out. Because if she's back to black hair, remember when she changed her hair to brown when it was black and she changed it? She then, shortly after, she met Iman. But there's something about Shayla's changing her hair color. And then she had lightened it up to almost not quite Amber's color, because Amber can wear really bright colors, but she kept putting highlighters in it. And now she's back to black. I'm curious to see why. Shayla is back to the black. Yeah. Shayla never got caught. Nope. Donna Robinson. Hi, Donna. Donna says, hi, family. Nonya, you needed that rest. I think I did. I think I need some now because I can see my eyes getting dark again. So, and I did put the eye drops in that the doctor got me also. I don't like how they refuse to release Am Bam from this cage of a marriage. Me either. And I think he's still going to say no. But I really want to see what Dave does when he finally meets Amber's boyfriend. Yes, Anthony, Amber has a boyfriend. Yes, everybody, Amber has a boyfriend. After almost 2 years of pure HELL hockey sticks, and Shayla and Anthony and the baby and Angelina, Amber has a boyfriend. Oh boy. When your husband cheats on you and you file for a divorce, I'm surprised. I would have ran away from that marriage. I would have been gone. Magnolia says, hey, y'all. Hey, girl. What's happening? I saw your man today. My chocolate candy. That Deborah. Oh, Dave, yours too, Deborah? God, how many sister wives are there? Y'all gonna just take Amber's poor man away from her. Ben is a punk. He is. They're so sassy. Those two. They're so sassy. They make you want to go, ugh, you know? And Ben he's just struts like he's a peacock. Maybe he'll get his next because Abigail is coming for him. She's coming for that money. Danielle lost Melissa and Amber the same day. She did. Run in her mouth. Keep your mouth closed and keep. Why is she going to be all up in Amber's business? Like, I don't dislike Danielle. She's needy for some reason. But how you going to judge this other woman? You need to pay attention to your own husband. You're going to judge Amber. You don't even know Amber. Talk about they're friends. Yeah, Danielle lost them both. Yep. Kookoo Melly. Oh, I got a new name for her, Magnolia. I was making a video and I just came out. I named her Kookoo Melly. Melissa. Them writing Amber in a relationship and exposed in less than 3 months, while Anthony, Shayla, Amon, and Delicia never get exposed. I think we're firm about being Team Amber. We're not going anywhere. I think they exposed her that maybe to get the storyline moving, right? Because where else were they going to go with the storyline? I mean, it's in my opinion, where else were they going to go with the storyline if somebody didn't shift? So Amon is doing the championship games right now, the finals. So he's not coming back for a minute because the finals are on. So he's over at ESPN. Amber, yeah, Carla, he might go to jail or in the hospital. Amber's storyline is the one that they can break. They can break through and they can get things moving with Amber and Dave's storyline. And I think that's why they wrote it that way. Because Delicia, what does Delicia have going on? Amon, who's off doing ESPN stuff in real life. And then you got King. And I bet that was King's boat. I bet it was, or his family's boat that he took her on. And why that girl so thirsty? She over there tripping out because he didn't try to get her. Now, when you're so used to men trying to get next to you, that's a problem, child. She over there talking about she's going back over to King's because she need to get some. Delicia, you need to go sit yourself down. She should be happy he wasn't trying to jump her bones, right? I think she lost the message along the way. And she was just complaining about her daughter having a hickey or monkey bite, whatever we call them these days, passion mark. Just crying about her, yesterday or Sunday? Or whenever it was. I can't remember the days. Just crying about her having I call them monkey bites. That's what we call them. On her neck. And now she over here being thirsty. She only being thirsty because he didn't want the water. So now she's got to go find out, well, why didn't you want me? Girl, go sit down. So I think, Trapstar, I think that's why they've got to break the Amber Dave storyline so the floodwaters can run. I think that's what it is, because I don't see anything else happening that's exciting. I mean, so what if Anthony gets with Denisha? So what if Shayla catches them? Like, really, who cares at this point, right? Shayla's not going to talk to him. She's sitting there waiting for him to come back. So nothing else is going to pop off except Dave and Amber at this point. And Wayne knows people are upset. He know. Messing with our Am Bam. We're firm about being Team Amber. Anthony might go to jail or to the hospital. And I just don't want them to make it where Amber stays with Anthony because he ends up in the hospital. I'm so sick of looking at that kind of nonsense. That panic attack that took him 3 days to get over. Really? And have your whole concubine of women around you like you some King Tut. King Tut. And Wayne's there. Oh, Dalton, please, have a seat. Have a seat with your little ankles. I know Dave's not a scammer. He's an opportunist. He said he was an opportunist, Angela. Especially about Amber. He said he was. I don't know if he used the exact word opportunist, but he said, as a businessman, you have to be one. Otherwise, you will lose out on the things that matter. So, yeah, I'm an opportunist. I mean, especially if I'm driving. If I'm driving and I see a spot, I'm going to go get it. I'm going to take advantage of the opportunity. I mean, how many of us are not opportunists? To be honest, right? Are we not? I think the majority of us are. Opportunity to be loved, to be with a love-starved woman. He enjoys Amber's intimacy. I think he enjoys Amber as a person, but he also enjoys I think he also enjoys, you know how you get a good hug? You know how good that feels when you need a hug and you get one? That's probably what he's been starved for. Because to me, he's been working and building and working and building, and nobody seemed to fit the bill. And then he met Amber. And we don't know about the girl in Arizona. I think um, Melly ran her off, and that's probably why she's still calling. So Melissa probably did something to that girl to make her so angry. But it's not just intimacy. Intimacy is not everything. It's when you could connect mind, matter, spiritually. When you can connect that way, then you have something special. Intimacy can be good with anybody. So that part right there, I don't buy it, because men can go get any woman to be intimate with and be happy with. That I think it's more than just the intimacy. That's not it. And then he also protects Amber. He feels like a protector, and he said he was a protector. So let's see, Angela, how much he protects Amber, because Anthony is going to find out probably by tomorrow. So I want to see what happens. Trapstar says, Melissa and Danielle are possessive nuts. They are. They continue to overstep their bounds. Yes, Melissa knows all Dave's secrets. She does. Now let her go run and tell another one. She's going to find herself. I think for her, it's more important to be around Dave than the actual job itself. But working with Dave every day for all these years, it means more to her to be around Dave than the actual work, right? She wants to be in Dave's presence, and Amber's taking that away. That's why she was crashing today, right? Melissa knows all Dave's secrets. I bet she better keep them to herself. I bet she will from now on. She looked like she wanted to run out of that house. And no, ma'am, Betty. Abby and I are sister wives. The circle is closed. You're not going to let Betty get in there? Wait, Betty and Deborah. No, you got two now. You got two more. So it's for y'all. It's for y'all. Amber gonna get y'all messing with her man. Anthony, I think Anthony is a kind man too. I do too. Nancy B. It's like Danielle and Melissa allow themselves to be under male control and domination. So I wonder if that's what's going on, like with the family, right? And because Melissa she'll say something and then she'll just accept whatever he throws out there. It's like, okay, like when they were doing their little stroll through the little walkway park a couple of days ago. And then they just go on walking like everything's fine. Then they go find somebody's business to get in. And then they sit there and talk about those people so they can feel better about their own lives, because they have crappy lives, is what they have. Those two right there, they have crappy marriage, crappy life. I think he'd rather be with Abigail, and then he tells her she has to go back to work. Well, wait a minute. We're supposed to be wealthy. And where's that $1 million that he got from Anthony? Where'd that go? In his hidden fund, in his rainy day fund? Where's your $1 million been? What'd you do with that? But Danielle doesn't know about the $1 million, right? I don't know why my eyes are watering. I guess rubbing it with my hands not helping either, huh? Anthony is a horrible husband. He is. I would have left that man a long time ago. Magnolia says Team Amber. Team Amber, Team Dave, all day, every day. Anthony's word is loopholes. He even asked his attorney about possible loopholes. He did, Angela. Same conversation from last year, remember? Same conversation. And then she reminded him, we talked about this last time. And he tried to hide the baby last year. He wasn't going to tell her there's a baby. You got to tell the attorney there's a baby. How can you not tell her? That man ain't smart. That's why I say that's not a smart business. He's not a good businessman. He's a con artist, is what I think. Here's Magnolia, your daughter. They're trying to turn us on our girl. That's not gonna work. They didn't turn us last year. They ain't gonna turn us this year. Yes, Coco should have said what is wrong with Anthony. Anthony the snake. Because Anthony is not a nice guy. And when I told you guys I didn't like him in the beginning, I did not. He was fake. That man was fake. I said it then, and I still say it now. There is nothing to Anthony. Anthony has no humane qualities to him. And he thinks everything can be purchased. Where's his humaneness? Is that a word? Humaneness? Yes, Coco should have said something. Hey, Mom, talking to Dolly. Denise says, I was enjoying the live this morning. The comments had me laughing. I was laughing, and I was on the second live because the first one didn't work for me. I couldn't get in. I'm knocking on the door, but I couldn't open the computer door. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. They were telling me everything that happened, and I was like, wow, I missed all that. It was a lot today. And when I was trying to do the reactive video, when I was trying to do my reaction, I didn't know which one to do first. It's like so much going on. But I guarantee you, if I hear Ben and Anthony, Benny and Annie, yeah, I'm jumping all over it. The wives, they got a pillow talk. You know that. I was enjoying the live. The party was going on in the live, but couldn't watch. I know you were at work. I had to work, but I also, oh, you heard the second one? Okay. I'm glad. Good. Because I couldn't get the first one. Oh, it's at 9:11 now? Dang. What is this comment in here? Somebody come and delete this comment, please. Magnolia, the comment right under you. Can you ban that person from my channel? Magnolia, Trapstar, this person right between the two of you, can you come ban that person from this channel? Gwen, do you see this MSO person? Somebody ban that comment, please. Like now. Please, please. Whoever they are, they don't need to come back here with that nonsense. Click on it, right-click on it with your mouse, and ban them. Let me see if I can ban them. They're gone. When you see comments like that, please get rid of them. I don't know who that person was. I don't want that person to come back here. I'm not a fat pig, number one. If I wear a size 12, I'm not too fat. Okay? I don't know who that was. But those kind of things, please get rid of them, okay? I know you guys are probably down at the bottom, but yeah, no. And I've seen that person's name before. So you're out of here. You don't ever come back. It was MSO something. Like I care what they think. You don't know me? Danielle needs to mind her own business. She did all of her mess today on purpose. That's great, Gwen. Deborah, they could never turn me against Amber. It was hilarious. Hey, Magnolia. Hey, my Gwen. And Trapstar said, I noticed Danielle kept referencing timing of Amber. Yeah, I cut right there. because that's when she forgot all about her sister's mentality, and she shifted over to getting the dirt. Trap star, that is right. That absolutely is what she did. She switched quick, didn't she? She shifted gears because she wanted the dirt. And she forgot all about what's her name? What I name her? Coco Melly? Coco Melly. I forgot all about Coco Melly. If you see a troll, I got rid of that one troll just now. That one came in there with that nonsense. I banned that person. You don't get to come in here with that noise. Get out of here. Nope, we don't do things like that in here. And I don't think a size 12 is too fat. So get over yourself, whoever you are, MSO, whoever. And see those little squares that person had their letters in? That's, I had said I was on somebody's page and somebody put a phone number in there. There were circles like those squares that troll just put. No, I just got rid of it. So just write, if it's somebody that can be banned, get rid of them, because they'll come in here and they'll type bad words. They'll do all kind of stuff. They'll try to report the channel for no reason, but YouTube will look and they won't see anything. So yeah, no, just go away. You're that miserable, you want to come messing with somebody's channel. Why? So anyway, I noticed Danielle kept, yeah, she did. And then they're trying to push that narrative like Ant hasn't been a trash husband. That's right, Trapstar. That's what I mean when I say they're whitewashing him. And then Pig shows Sade she was nothing. Did they do anything? Pig and Angela said on Gwen on Troll Patrol. Did anything happen, Nancy, with Pig and Sade? Did they do it or? Ooh. Anthony is dishonest in everything he does in the marriage, business, relationships. Yeah. Yeah, we need to be on Toll Patrol because they're going to be mad. Pick is a railroad track. What is that? I'll see in a minute because I'm going to watch it. Oh, was he? Oh, thank you. Troll and Bot Patrol. Oh, it's about to get dirty, you guys. Trust me. They're going to get worse. Ben and Anthony Von Artist. Hey, Trapstar, doesn't matter when she wanted the divorce. She wanted it and didn't want to cheat, so who cares? She wanted it in January. And she asked. That was the first time she requested it in January. And I went back and pulled the video. I put music to it, but I had to pull it down because it was 1 minute and 1 second. And there's no way to get rid of the 1 second. So in a short, you can't go over 1 minute, like 60 seconds. That's it. So I got a notice to pull it. And let's see. Let the doctor know about I am baby girl, because they're just like watering up a storm. But it was watering this morning too. So that's why I said, she increased my medication? Like she changed it to make it take care of it. Like now. Congratulations. What happened? Oh, thank you, Gwen. Gwen, did you get him? Did you see him? I was like, what the heck is this? No, I'm not fat, darling. Sorry. And if I was, so what? Whoever you are. We don't care about stuff like that. We are beautiful women. They have Destiny out there drinking. Yeah, I wanted to see that too. You're welcome, Angela. Magnolia, both of them need a whooping. Yeah, they do. But you know what, Gwen? Me, my sister, and my cousin, and my sister's best friend, I know I was 17, and my sister was like 16. They were 16. We got a hold of a fifth, the fifth with, I guess it's a fifth or whatever that is, with the handle of rum, and we snuck it in the house, in our bedroom, and we got like drunk. Do you know I won't drink? I won't drink rum to this day. I don't ever want to smell it. I don't want to see it. I was so sick, and hopefully, that's what happens to Brooke and Destiny. And Destiny needs to be careful because her mom drinks a lot. But yeah, we did that. We got somehow somebody bought us a fifth of rum or whatever that handle is, a gallon. Talk about some sick girls. And I think that's why we didn't get whippings, because we managed to whoop ourselves. We get into mischief, and then we would like make our own self unhappy. So we didn't really have to get a whooping because we'd be miserable already. And then Magnolia says, I hope Brooke makes it through 4 years at the university. She really wants to explore and experience adult world that doesn't benefit her. Drinking and intimate stuff. That's right. Hi, Eklund. What's happening? How are you doing? It's good to see you. I'm glad you're back, Ms. Jules. And everybody's saying hi to Eklund. Chase is determined to have them doing something. Gwen, next, they will be smoking weed. Yeah, I think so too. They'll be gassing up. Chase is showcasing the poor choices teens can make. And he's right. They do. Teens do make poor choices more often than not, I guess. And Betty Bush says Danielle is going to be singing Jackie Wilson's song, Lonely Teardrops. Lonely Teardrops. I know that song. My mom used to play that song all the time. I like that song. And they used to pop their finger back in the day, right? They'd be jamming. It's like, wow, look at them. I thought they were so cool, being a kid. But yeah, they'd be popping their fingers, Let's see. Shiley says you should drink chamomile. I got the hibiscus, and I have some ginger tea to help reduce my pressure. Shy Lady, I did get it. Artist, George Sims's wife, told me about the hibiscus, and I ordered it that night, and I got it the next day. So I don't know, is it safe to drink it with the blood pressure medicine, or should I just wait? I know we're not doctors, but you know what I mean? But I did drink a cup, and I actually liked it. I was surprised I liked it. And I got the Spevia. I got that, and it doesn't have a bad taste to it at all. So I did get some. I got a whole bag, and I actually set it in the refrigerator. I put everything in the refrigerator just because I just do. Great catch, Dolly. Troll patrolling. Shayla is the devil. She came to be messy with Sunny. And then where's Tamara Skits? I don't know, Alexis. Where your girl at? Where's your girl? What's happening, Ange? What happened? What, my eyes are watering or something? Is that what you mean? But maybe, you know what? I think the medicine is making my eye, because this one's watering too, but not as much as this one. This one has a cataract that I need to get taken out. Alexis, how was your day? Angelina needs to watch her back instead of calling Diesel or fussing at whoever called whomever. She needs to watch her back for sincerely. Yes, because she's coming back. And what kind of women leave their newborns on Christmas Day? They're both trifling. Yeah, they're trifling, both of them. They've always been trifling. Hi, Steffi Mack. Welcome in. What's happening? Hi, Steph. My watery, it was allergy. And Nancy, I did take an allergy pill this morning. I thought it would help. Maybe it had an opposite effect. If isn't there something about taking like cold medicine or allergy medication with high blood pressure medication? I don't know. We're not doctors, but I thought I heard that. Steffi, how's it going? Hi, Taran. Diesel was on Skit today talking to Angelina. He's back homeless again. That's what it looks like, Nancy. And Angelina was talking to Diesel like the real Angelina. She sure was. And I don't think Anthony got the memo or not to lie from his mom. There was something that was said about Anthony where he never got in trouble. His mom would always say either he wouldn't do that or it's okay. She would excuse his bad behavior. And I think that was Coco, but I'm not really sure. Or was it Anthony who said that? Because I forget who said it, but it always makes me think about when he said Amber reminds him of his mother when they were seeing that weak therapist. Mm-hmm. And why did that person know to call me Nonya anyway? That troll. Nobody calls me Nonya but you guys, you know. You know what I mean? Maybe Nonya's this is too long to type or it's too hard to spell. And then, hey, Steffi, hey, Tyrane, how are you guys? Thanks, everyone, for joining me. Thank you. Please hit the like button, everybody. Please, please, please. Tyrane says, hi, Magnolia. Abigail is coming for Ben. She sure is, Steffi. She's coming. Yeah, she's coming, and she's coming in hot. Please join me Monday through Saturday mornings at 9:15, 12:15 Eastern, 11:15 CST to have tea with me. And then join me Monday through Saturday nights, 7 p.m. my time, PST, 10 o'clock your time, CST, and 9 on 9 CST for the wind down. These days and times are for this week only. Thank you. And Trapstar says Nancy Shayla is still slithering through the skits, spewing venom with no consequences and no karma. And you know the thing, wait, they know we don't like that, you know, but they insist on forcing it down our throat. So I just kind of ignore her. I kind of ignore her role. Like they want us to look up and all of a sudden she's this perfect girl. That's what they want us to do. Andrea Brown says, I actually think Ben has already used some of Anthony's money. Maybe so. Maybe that's where he got the money. And is it Andrea or is it Andrea? Is it Andrea? Might be Andrea. But he may have. Maybe that's where he got the money to give to her for her hair business. Right? Might be where he got the money for that. Darren should have it if he's the one that set up the account. Yeah, but remember they said that just only Anthony and Ben have the access codes. So, I mean, we haven't seen a skit where anybody gave Darren the codes. It doesn't mean it didn't happen, but supposedly just those two have the access codes. So somebody's got to give Darren the access codes. Who's that going to be? Ben, huh? Yeah, it'll be Ben. Please like, share, and subscribe, everybody. Please, please, please. Thank you. I'm glad to be back with you. And why hasn't Lisa? Where is Lisa? 31 watching, 31 likes. Yay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Why hasn't Lisa been? Where is she? I haven't seen Lisa. Have we? And then Dolly says, what was the purpose of the Shayla and Sunny skit? Because Shayla could have texted Sunny that. I didn't even watch it. You guys could tell me what it was about. If I don't have to look at Shayla, that's cool with me. I don't like Ben or Danielle. Me either. Trapstar. Hi, John Boy. Welcome in. Ben and Holly's name for real, man. For real, Pennywise. Man for real. Ben and Holly's name. I don't know what that means. Ben and Holly. Name for real Pennywise. I don't know what that means, but okay, John Boy. Steffi says, yes, Trapstar, I want to know. Also, hi, George. Welcome in. Welcome in. And tell artist hello if she's not with us this evening. Please tell her hi. Darren says, never talk to Anthony about his finances like he talked to Mike. I don't think Darren has his finances. I don't think so either. I mean, we haven't heard anything, right, George? I think Ben is investing Anthony's money in Abigail. Hello, all. Hello, George, because I agree with you. I do. Because we haven't seen anything about Darren having access or heard anything about Anthony's money with Darren, just Ben and Anthony. So that's where I'm kind of at also. And I think he invested that money into Abigail. Yay, Angela. Great job, Angela. And Nancy was typing who, I think. Yeah, and being married for real in real life. And who are we talking about, John Boy? Who are we talking about, John Boy, being married in real life? Hey, George. Danielle's too busy to run up trying to run other people's lives. Everything they know. Can you make that a little clearer, John? Because I'm not understanding what you're saying. And you're welcome, Trap Star. John Boy, welcome in. And can somebody tell me what those comments mean? If you know, please do. John Boy, I would love to hear what you have to say. And then Janet says, good evening, Nonya and Buttercup and Chatters. Steffi Mac is in the house. Nonya, don't let Amber and Anthony get your blood pressure up. Steffi, they don't bother me no more, girl. I got over them last year, remember? When me and O'Neal had that bet and I won the bet. I'm good. I still want O'Neal's shirt. He'll never give it to me, though. But I think Steffi just had to do with the YouTube stuff. And I think my shorts are my problem. Steffi, did you see? Look, I'm bragging to everybody. I'm so excited about my Angelina skit, you guys. Steffi, I got a skit. It's at 900,000 or 910,000 now. Can you believe it, girl? The one for Angelina when she was fighting with Sincerely. No, you don't let. Nah, I don't care about. I really don't care about Anthony. You know, I don't like Anthony. And Amber, I'm not worried about Amber right now. So I'm good actually. Look, I've been worried about YouTube and why they take it so long, but I think it's my shorts. I think that's it. Because at first it was the music. I figured that part out. So I took the ones. I had to take my music off, and I love my shorts with the music because I just came up with that one day and start putting music on there. But I think it's my shorts, Steffi. And so I'm going to have to pull them. Not yet, but I'm going to pull them and just put them in my phone and save them. So when I go viral, I'll have access to the back door, and then I can adjust my shorts the way I want to instead of trying to go to the front door because you have to tear it all down and start all over. So that's been what's stressing me, Steffi. Angela, writers need to send Ben and Anthony to find Dave. They would be. I can't wait till they see who Dave is. Welcome in, Janet. How was your day today, Janet? And Nancy B says, I want Shayla to get caught with Delicia. Yeah, catch Delicia and Amon. Angela, good evening. Janet says, good evening. Please like, share, and subscribe, everybody. I'd appreciate you for that, even though I appreciate you anyway. And then Nancy says, Ben will tell Anthony and Ben tomorrow. Nancy, that's what I'm hoping. That's what I said. Nancy said, that's what I said. That's what I said. I got you, girl. Okay, I was glad. Anthony knows she is seeing someone, as he should. I'm surprised it took him this long. Remember she came home from the bar and he wants to know why she's getting home late? Maybe if you took your lazy self to the bar, you would know why your wife was getting home late. That man didn't even want to go over there and get the HVAC done. But Anthony is Anthony. I don't care about Anthony. Anthony show got two knockouts. Trapstar says she means why did Amber get caught before Delicia? Yeah, I know. I mean, I know what she means, but they don't want it. They want, I think they need Amber's parts to break open. And then all the little mice can come running out. You know what I mean? And then the other storylines can jump off. That's the impression I get. Even with the $5,000, still, because Anthony needs he doesn't have Amber, right? Denisha, they're probably grooming her right now because I think Denisha's a strong character. I think she's a strong character actress. I mean, even though she seems so laid back, she also seems cutthroat. So that's going to be interesting to watch. Janet says, Nonya, what it is for me, she trusted him again. And he was starting with that same BS again. Yeah, I agree, Janet. Miss Patel says, excuse me. I'm sorry. If cheating was an outfit, Anthony would wear it to church. He did wear them to church, remember? And he had two women on his arms. Yeah. I know, Miss Fatal, what you mean. He cheated the entire time during the first separation while Amber was suffering alone. Yeah. And then they just whitewash Anthony like he did no dirt, you know. And what's wrong with Anthony? Yeah, right. He's a guy. He can do that stuff and get away with it. For real, for real. I had to hold my tongue, Nonya, when you mentioned Shayla. Okay, I won't mention Shayla Trapstar. I promise. I'll say the S girl. The S girl went to the other S girl's house to be messy. I don't know. They don't have nothing to do with Shayla because Iman's not around and Anthony's not around. Sorry, Trapstar. Shayla is Wayne's favorite. Is she, though? He said he wants to make her a star. Can you make a star when there's no star inside of you? You know, some people are born to act. Some people just aren't. You don't get that good unless you really, really train or unless it's natural to you, right? What I can't get over is they keep acting like Anthony had all this money before he married Amber, but he was faking it. Exactly. But they don't want to hear that. And they don't want to believe that he went broke. Nobody told him to spend a few pennies he had. He had some coins. Nobody asked him to do that. But Shy Lady, that's the part they don't want to admit. Nor do they don't want to admit Amber has done anything for Anthony. And they refuse to because they want her to be a 304. That's what they want. And since she's not, they're going to push the narrative that she is. That is how you make money, my dear. Danielle needs to worry about Ben. She sure does. Trapstar says, what is that, Trapstar? Oh, okay. They don't work for you? Got you. Okay. Miss Fatale says Anthony attended church with his wife, Mistress Baby, and Anthony had no shame. Facts, Trapstar. Okay, I got it. Destiny's drunk. I don't want to see Destiny go the same way as her mom because Duchess drinks a lot, as we can see. So I don't want that to happen to Destiny. She might be drinking because Tyrone, you as well. I see your comment too. I mean, Destiny acting a fool. Destiny will get in trouble. And then maybe Destiny won't do that. She's been doing so well, but Brooke is leaving also. God, my eyes really are watering. I'll put some eye drops in when we're done. And Brooke's leaving her. So she's going to be going through for a minute. So maybe that's going to be Destiny's new problem is drinking. It might be. Plus, she wants to go home, but she doesn't want to go home. I think she kind of like is in the middle. I mean, I'm not giving her excuses or anything, but I think that might be Destiny's problem. It won't be like Brooks was. Destiny will have her own problems. And then Trapstar says Melissa wasn't sorry. She has no concern for Amber. No, she doesn't. She wanted to hurt her. Oh, Melissa? Yeah, she did. Melissa definitely wanted to hurt Amber. She didn't even want to apologize. She was apologizing to Dave, not to Amber, until Dave told her, you need to apologize to Amber. Amber represents strong, independent women. That's why they beat her down. They're misogynistic. They are. Tyrone says Melissa knew exactly what she was doing. She did. Hi, Willie. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Willie is in the house. Buttercups and chatters and coffee cups. Willie is here. Where'd Angela Atkinson go? She must have went to sleep. Let's see. And that's okay. She keeps pressing. Amber's going to she's going to hurt Pepper Ann. I gave her a new name. I couldn't think of what you called her today. I almost put Peppermint. So I just nicknamed her Cuckoo Melly. That's what I put on my video. Angela Trapstar, Melissa played into the I'm sorry, so she could appear remorseful. Nobody bought it. Now, Nonya, it's always good when a loved one looks out for your best interests. It is. Pepper Ann kept appealing to Dave, but Amber's face told it all. That's right. Magnolia, absolutely. She wasn't talking to her. That's her evil Melissa hair. Okay. So she's about to go on an evil tour, Miss Fatale. Maybe it is when she has the black hair she's evil. Because I know last time she changed her hair color and it meant something. Remember that? Oh, thank you, Steffi. I do feel better overall, even though my eyes are watering like crazy today. But I think it might be the medication that change up for a few days. So, but I should be here in the morning. I feel fine, other than probably needing to get some rest. And my husband will be home soon, so then I can go to sleep. And thanks, Steffi. And One Journey. Hi, One Journey. Welcome in, doll. How are you? Good to see you. Maleficent. Okay. Got you, Miss Faye. In the skit with Shayla and Anthony eating ice cream. Yeah, on their ice cream date. Because that's what that was, an ice cream date. She asked him, why do we all have to suffer through it? I'm like, when was you suffering? And suffering through what? What did you suffer through? What did they suffer through? Shayla got a black eye. Anthony getting a divorce. That's it. That's all y'all got. Oh, poor babies. We know who has backbone. One Journey is saying hello to everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Buckle up, buttercups. Yep, it's about to get busy. The whole roof is going to be blown off. And why my eyes are just running like, and you know what? I don't even feel the water. I just see it on the screen. I don't even feel any water coming out of my eyes. Maybe I just need to put some more eye drops. Better not use that. I think that has pepper on it. Okay, anyway. Marion, good evening, Nonya and Buttercup Chatters. Hi, Marion. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. One Journey. One Journey is saying hello to everybody. Steffi, you too. Magnolia, they're coming to get your man. You better be careful. You got about 6 women in here wanting your man, girl. Hey, Steffi, Magnolia and Elaine laid claim to him like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Or she said that's her baby daddy, Steffi. That's her baby daddy. And Marion saying hello to everybody. Take the heat off herself. Yeah. Melissa. Mm-hmm. Cuckoo Millie, whatever I called her. Angela, no Destiny. Oh, comes home tipsy to Shara's house. Uh-oh. You know, the one thing I don't like about the relationship between Shara and Destiny is that she's very tough on Destiny, and she should be as tough on Brooke. Destiny wasn't the problem. Brooke was. But Shara's still tough on Destiny. And I wonder if that has anything to do with her being tough, having to be tough on Duchess, her little sister. Beyonce say Me, Myself, and I. I put that on one of the shorts, Dolly. Mm-hmm. And you guys know the Dramatics had a song, Me, Myself, and I, right? I know you guys know who the Dramatics are. It was Me, Myself, and I. Because when I first heard them say Beyonce had one, I automatically thought about the Dramatics, Me, Myself, and I. But it's a totally different song. And Destiny had too much liquor. Destiny is going to be in trouble. Didn't Brooke drink? Didn't Brooke drink too? So where's Brooke? And Magnolia says Sade is trash. I got to see that. If Pig did her dirt, boy, she must be really getting on people's nerves. Marion says, but when the finals are done soon, Aman will be able to come back more frequently. And then Magnolia, you trashing everybody tonight. Delicia is trash. Okay. And One Journey says, Gwen said hi, One Journey. Well, everybody said hi, One Journey. I'm just trying to go faster because I was talking so much. They exposed Amber to spare Shayla. Yeah. Well, there's nothing for Shayla to do, though. Like, what, she don't have nothing to do except go meddle Sonny. I mean, who wants to see that, right? I'm not disagreeing with you, but they had to do something because the last week has been like no action, like none, except for the white the party. There's not been any action. Plus, we wanted to see Dave. I did. I just like to hear him talk to Amber. We get so little skits with Dave, and they're only writing drama and chaos, even though the fans don't like it. I just don't want to see them messing. Cut it out, Magnolia. She said Lauren is trash. They all trashy, girl. It's okay. Go ahead, Magnolia. Do you, boo? Magnolia said Lauren trash too. I like Lauren and she got stuck with Dan. That's what she gets. Because she's so stuck with Dan. He probably sitting outside on the porch waiting for her to come outside. Angela says, what happened with Destiny until I can watch it? I want to see too. She's going to get in trouble. And Brooke's not going to get in trouble. Brooke is going to end up getting herself in a world of trouble. Because she's so green, that poor child. And they're still babying her. Still doting on her. Leave that girl alone. She needs to learn something. Lauren needs to worry about her homeless man, Dan. Marion says, Angela, it wasn't even liquor. It was canned cocktail cutter, like a cocktail drink. And one journey is so sweet. She said hi to Steffi. Hey, Willie. Hey, Terrain. Cutwater. Marion West. Okay. And then Trapstar says, we don't want Amber broke. No, we don't. That's enough. I mean, it's been 2 years of this. Don't they think even the fans are a bit tired of this? Does he care? Really? We tired, Wayne. Come on, give us a break. Wayne did this so he could ask questions on the podcast. Probably, yeah. I don't see tearing Amber down to build Shayla up when they can be built up in different ways at the same time. Some people, King Tut, yeah. Some people just don't have it. Like, Amber is a natural actress. Shayla's not. And so, but they do that in business world too, Dolly. So there'll be 2 women. There's one up here. They'll tear this one down to bring this one up, almost as though they can't stand to have 2 strong women. It's so boyish, the patriarchy. It's a thing. And it's a sad thing, but it's a true thing. Because if they can bring Amber down, they think they can make Shayla look good. It hasn't worked yet. And it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So I don't even know why he keeps trying. Unless he just throws her in the garbage can somewhere. Then what? Shayla goes and saves her? No, who's going to buy it, right? You know, we don't care about Shayla. I don't. Let her sit over there, and I want Delicia to marry Amon, if just for a day, 2 days, and let Shayla find out. I'll be happy. That'll make me happy. Why would Anthony end up back in the hospital? I think they meant like if he finds out about Dave, maybe. That's the way I took it. Trapstar says the storylines never finish. I forgot they also call panic attack. In this mess already. The divorce is well overdue. It is. It is. It's been too long. How did Shara not smell the alcohol on her? Marion called it, what did she call it? Cut cutter? Marion, what's that? What's cut cutter? Is that like a canned drink or something? Cut cutter. Is that alcohol? Is that vodka? Cut cutter? Why do I know that word? Plottis Amber pregnant. It's Anthony's, but Amber's still divorced. Yeah. Well, she hasn't been with him in about, 3 months now in regular time. So who knows what it is in skit time. He loves everything about Amber, not just the SEX. Tyrone says, hi, Gwen. And then Amber does have different ranges. King told Delicia, no, good. Shayla went to Sonny's. Dave is really into Amber. I don't care what the haters say. We don't care what them people say. Please don't come for me. What's wrong? I want her to be herself, but I think Dave loves everything about Amber. I think I don't have a problem with it because Amber has suffered for almost 2 years alone, like suffering. And no, people don't do well when they don't have humane interaction, right? I mean, I'm not a doctor psychologist, but books have taught me that without humane interaction in a positive light, then you don't thrive. You don't get anything from, and I don't want to say the universe because I don't believe in that part, but you don't receive anything from anybody important in your life. So Janet, that's what I think Amber was missing, because she sure wasn't getting it from Anthony. I mean, they could be in the same house and wouldn't even talk to each other till bedtime. Then he'd get his cookies and go to sleep. So I think that's what people are sick of also. And that's a whole year and a half, at least a year and a half. How would Amber be pregnant by Ant? They shouldn't try. They shouldn't even try it, Magnolia. Anthony and Dave will eventually end up face to face about Amber. And then he'll probably tell Dave, I won't give her a divorce. That's probably what he's going to tell Dave. Remember when Dave's friend told him, you know how some husbands are about their wives? And Dave said, you know how we roll. And I didn't hear that part. You know how we roll? I have to listen to that again. Because I watched that skit 3 times, but maybe I missed it. I know Dave said he knows like how he rolls, but I didn't take it to mean that. Maybe it means something else, Marion. I think I took it to mean like he knows how to handle something if it falls apart. But there's a reason that he talks to women that are going through a divorce. Maybe it's a safety net, and maybe they always end up going back to their husbands. But in this case, like Angela said, opportunity when it knocks, because Dave said the same thing, Angela C, about opportunity. And he said, am I going to find an Amber in a bar? And Amber said, no. And he said, that's right. That's why you here. So Anthony, I think he got his work cut out for him. Amber, please don't go back to Anthony, whatever you do. Marion says, yeah, I remember that. Okay, Melissa wants to be Dave's skin. She does. She does. She wants to be in his skin. Who else was that said that? They wanted to be, Dan. Dan wants to be in Lauren's skin. Remember he said, I wish I could be in your skin. There are crazy people like that. Dan told Lauren the same thing, Shy Lady. And One Journey says, fish, orange, wide eyes. Wait, Melissa knows where all the bones are in the company are buried. She does. She does. She better be quiet. She does know, though. Willie Walker. Willie says, hi, One Journey. Yes. Melissa is playing good cop and bad cop. This is how they get rid of Dave's lovers. I know that's how Melissa does it. Dave probably too, when Dave doesn't want to be with them. The one that gives them the problem is the Arizona girl. But I mean, if it were me, I'd play good cop, bad cop if I wanted to get rid of a guy that I didn't like and I couldn't get rid of him. I'd do that. Me and my sisters would do that. We play good cop, bad cop. Or I would. If I can't get rid of you, I'm going to find a way to get rid of you. So, but I understand. Take your point, One Journey, totally, 100%. And Destiny and Brooke about to be in trouble with Shara. They need a good scar shouldering. Because Shara be going off. I'd be laughing at her with her accent. I love her accent. It is so cute. Melissa basically admitted her crush on Dave to Danielle today. Yes, she did. When she said, my hopes and dreams were crushed. Yep. She sure did. Anthony gonna have a heart attack tomorrow. Nancy, no, we don't want him to have one. We want him to stay strong. So Amber won't feel sorry for him again. I don't want to see Anthony. I'm just saying. I'm sick of Anthony because Anthony ain't no good. Not for her. Let it go be with Shayla. Go on over there with Shayla. Shayla can handle Anthony. Shayla will give him a run for his money when she's not trying to be peaceful. When she's being peaceful, that's when Shayla's dangerous. Shayla's hair is close to Delicia's. So Shayla getting ready to turn into a villain is what they're telling us. With the black hair. Dave is a real man. And hey, Hemi girl, what's happening? It would be great to see a skit where Amber meets Abigail. Somebody else said that too. And it wouldn't be bad because Delicia and Amber get along. Abigail likes Delicia. That would not be a bad skit. You're right. I agree, Hemi girl. That wouldn't be bad at all. Nancy just popped up with Free Amber. Deborah says Dave is our man and don't want Halo or Hala. We got to call her something else because I don't like saying her name. Hala. How about Hala? Hala nowhere near Dave. And she made that clear. Well, Amber made it clear. She said, when my business partner is in here, I don't want you in here in the restaurant. Dolly, is there a skit with Hala's black hair? I must have missed it. And Free Amber. Deborah's Magnolia's laughing at Deborah. One Journey says, buckle up, Buttercup. And she said, like at Deborah Williams. One Journey, you're so sweet. Team divorce, team divorce. I picked up on that too, Miss Fatale, when Melissa said it. Yeah, I was reading Melissa like a book. I like a book. Strongest character can be moved on the chessboard. It's a queen. Is that right? One Journey? It's a queen, right? I think my favorite character is the Rook. But I like the Rook because you can trick people with the Rook very easily. And then Shy Lady says, I have always said from the beginning that Anthony was not a good businessman. I agree. Yeah, I agree. Willie says hi to Angela and Dolly. And One Journey, what do you think is the strongest character on the chessboard? I do like, not the Rook, the horse. What do you call him? The horse dude. Not the Rook. I forgot. What do you call a horse? The Knight. I like the Knight. Because people miss the Knight a lot. And then Anthony's a horrible husband. Shy Lady says humanity. Yes. He hates Hala. Was a better man than him. Angelina Short is at 912,000. It's slowed down, but it's still moving, huh? Wow, that's amazing, though. I'm still stunned at that. I mean, all I did was take a clear picture, and I took it from the beginning to the end. That could be, I don't know. But it popped. So thank you. And thank you, Gwen. And thank you, Hemi Girl, because Hemi Girl watches it. And let's see, at Nancy, Anthony's horrible friend, too. Look at Piari and Dalen. Yes, that was a troll, and we blocked it. Thank you. That person was blocked and banned. Thank you. What was the timestamp? Not sure. We blocked it as... Did it come back? I've seen that name in my comments before. The regular comment section. That sounds like a bot or a troll or something. When it popped up. Okay, thanks. Thank you, ladies. I guess it was just sitting there. And the timestamp was, it looks like the 8:20 hour. One Journey. Let's see. Ben and Anthony going to be crying together as well. They should be. Layla, where you been, girl, over there fighting? You been over there boxing, huh? How are you doing, Miss L. Grant? Good evening, everyone. Today's skits was much. Hemi Girl says Ben had to sleep with the wife of the buyer of the theater to get them the deal. He did say that, huh? Hemi Girl. He did say something like that, like he had to sleep with the wife of the buyer. That's probably what Michelle has on Ben. Good call, Hemi girl. Oh, good call. That's a good one. Because he did say something like that. He had to sleep with the buyer's wife. Good, Hemi girl. Thank you. Yeah, Danielle was doing a little too much today. Her and what did I call her? Cuckoo Millie. Cuckoo Millie. Yeah, Danielle she's that kind of person that wants other people's lives to be worse than hers is. So she can focus on her, and her husband can focus on and talk about other people, and they don't have to deal with their own reality. That's how I see those two people. They feed off of other people, their misery. That way they don't feel so bad about their own marriage. But you just wait, Danielle, until you find out all your money went back to Abigail again. And Ben is a snake with Anthony. Ben wants Danielle to go back to work so he can finance Abigail. Just wait till she finds that part out. That's right, Trap Star. That's what she needs to be worried about. Exactly. Gwen says moderators, those are the ones you have deleted. But Nonya can still see them on her side. Yeah, I can. And that's why I was like, nobody's deleting it, because it was still just sitting there, right? So I went in and I did it, and then it popped away. But Gwen's right. I can still see it. So, but thank you. I appreciate it so much. There are positive ways to be an opportunist. Yeah. I know I'm an opportunist, but I don't do anything shady. I will take advantage of a good opportunity. I mean, if it's there, nobody's after it, or even, I mean, if it's a job or something, I'll go for it. But take advantage of opportunities. If it's not hurting anybody, why not? I mean, opportunities knock every day. And if we let every opportunity walk by us, when will we ever advance? Right? We never will. We'll sit there like the people who sit there waiting and waiting for somebody to give them something. Is anybody going to really give us anything? Life is hard, but life is good. So, Aunt Shy Lady says, yes, they did it in the studio, and Momo took a picture. Momo took a picture of it? I'm sick of Momo. Where is she going away? Betty Bush says yes. And Momo took a video on Sade doing it with Pick. Ooh. Wow. Hi, Artist. Welcome in. Artist says, hey, Nonya, buttercups and chatters. I hope Amber gets a win. Steffi, it's time, right? It's been a minute, or two. It's been a while. And then Angela says, Gwen Eves, okay, because we definitely blocked and deleted that from the chat. I was hoping that it was deleted from Nonya's view too. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I look like. I mean, I look big because I'm right in front of a camera. I'm not little, but unless I put on a big sweatshirt, then I look huge. I got like size 3X sweatshirts, and I'm a size 12. So I look gigantic. I looked at that one video I did. I was like, why did you have that shirt on? Because I like to get cold, and then I like to be able to snuggle up in my sweatshirts because I like sweatshirts for some reason. They changed Natasha and Sade's characters. Angela C, apparently Nonya can still see them. I guess so, yeah. Nonya will see why the actions were taken as a protection. Yeah. I did. I saw it. And so she will have Nancy, some poom pick. And he said it didn't mean anything to him. Oh, that's cold. Nonya, I can't drink rum and coke. It gives me a headache. When I can't, no, I can't do the rum. After that one day where we drank all that big old thing of rum, I'd never want smell rum. It just, oof. Terry got knocked out. New skit was that by Genesis's ex-husband. He knocked Terry out. And then Magnolia said, Denise said Terry just got punched, hit by Tony. Okay. And Hemi girl, she'd have to keep it a secret and walk away with nothing so she could avoid that. Avoid what? Magnolia, if she does get pregnant, they might enforce Georgia law of postponing the divorce, even if the child isn't. Yeah, I got a law like that? You got a law like that? Really? Ooh. Whoa. So what? They try to make people stay together in Georgia? Really? Wow. That's a lot. Y'all better move to California. You can go file for a divorce any day, even on Saturday. Not Sunday, but on Saturday, you can go put the petition in. That's interesting law. Guess they have a reason for it. I don't know. Janice says, I agree that was not Melissa's. No, it wasn't Melissa's business at all. Melissa being everybody's business except her own. One journey said, wow, you are correct. Ben is nasty. And he's such a, he's like a germ walking. Remember on, what's his name's movie? The Men in Black. He reminds me of one of those bugs. The bugs that used to come out and turn it, they'd be people and they turn into creepy crawlers. Ben reminds me of one of them. He does, for real. And he used to be on Beyond the Gates and he got unalived on there, or somehow. He punched Terry in the eye. He got hit by Tony. Hemi girl, she'd have to keep a secret and walk away with nothing to avoid that. Okay. And you're right, Nonya, we grow when we have human interaction. We do. Otherwise, we get stale, and that is how people fade away. That's true. And what is wrong with my eyes? I better put some eye drops in. Dave knows the sweet things to say. I hope he puts more action behind his sweet words, spoil Amber, and get to know her better outside of the bedroom. I think they'd be gone. Like when we don't see them, I think they are going places, Angela. I'm hoping, because I love their outdoor skits. I mean, they were good. I really enjoyed those. And apparently they've been gone somewhere because Melissa was complaining today. So they must have been gone, right? They had to be, because Melissa said, he's not doing work or whatever. But we already know he has already changed his calendar to fit him and Amber. So, but I think they were gone somewhere. I liked Amber's outfit today. It was cute, but I always like Amber's clothes for the most part. Melissa will not cross Dave again. Yeah, but will she cross Amber? Momo is the eye candy ghetto girl for the viewers. She's just not it, though. Like, she's just too. She too ratchet. You know what I mean? You could be ratchet, but not cringy ratchet. I know ratchet girls, but they don't act like her. And all her hand movements and all that high school stuff, that's irritating to me. It's like, honey, just calm down. Momo, you're doing too much, and always slapping her thigh. Like, you're not 14, I'm Angela, waiting for Dave to tell her I am your last husband. I would like to hear that too, One Journey. Me too. D can't get rid of Momo because she was there when Bishop got off. That's right. The birthday party. Antoinette says, I believe Momo will show Roan if it comes down to it. She will. Momo, don't forget, that was Denisha's girl too. So y'all don't forget, they came together into the skits. So talk about Momo. She probably learned from Denisha. Denisha sit back and be cool, calm, and collected. I be like, whoa, look at her. And she tells Momo what to do, and then when Momo doesn't do it, she'll tell her, didn't I tell you to do so and so? That's what you get. It's But ouch. Antoinette says, I believe Momo will show Roan. I think she will. The baby will be Anthony's, Nonya, if they're married. What? Even if it's not his baby? That's what they do in Georgia? No wonder these kids mixed up. The child is not born I can't say that word. Yeah, but no. I don't like that law. I think I have a problem with that. You want to make people stay together so the child can be born with a father. They just really think they God down there, huh? I ain't trying to bash y'all state, but that's deep. And my eyes, wow. Anyway, forget my eyes. Okay, this comment, I'm gonna have to remove it. One journey, I'm sorry, but I did have to remove that bad word. Bugs. Yeah, the bugs. Antoinette either blackmail her with it for some reason. Yeah. And Roan might turn back to Piari if he finds out about Pick and Sade, which we hope he won't. Sade, why they got her doing so much now? Dave needs to separate the house business and private. Momo is ghetto. If ghetto was a person, it would be Momo. Hey, and I know some ghetto people. I know the hood people, the ghetto people. But Momo is that she's one of those girls that we wouldn't like. You know, like when I was growing up, we were tough, but we wouldn't have liked her, like at all. Because, I mean, people don't really like the hoochie mama kind of girls, you know? And yeah, no. Momo, no. Amber needs to move out of the mansion at this rate, and Amber needs to stay right in that mansion where she is, because if she does leave, she's going to mess up her divorce. And people, please stop saying that, because we know the law. Don't let people trick you. You don't move out. You don't move out of your marital home. Why would you do that? The only way she can do it is if the court gives her a court order. Otherwise, Anthony has something to stand on. You don't move out. Georgia's law is similar to California's law in that way. I'm not talking about Wayne's World. I'm talking about moving out of that house. You don't do that. You don't. I don't care what she's doing. You don't move. You want to blow your divorce, then you move. All that she needs to move out, no, she doesn't. And when somebody says that, I'm going to have an attitude about it. Not that I have an attitude with you, Angela, of course, but no, you don't move out. That's what you don't do. You guys, if you can live in the same house, don't move out, because you might mess up your divorce. I mean, I'm just talking serious business. I don't know about Georgia, but Amber can ask her attorney for an apartment, but she needs to get a court order so that the court knows she's moving and they know why she's moving. The reason she's moving is not Dave. The reason she's moving is because she gets called every name in the book, and she got grabbed by her arm, and then she hit her husband. That's DV, and that's mental abuse. That is a reason to move, not just move out just because she needs to move out. No, that's not how the law looks at it. Okay? When you run away, the law looks at you totally differently, because they'll say, why didn't you ask the court for an order? Just like Anthony can't go changing the locks. You have to get a court order. Marriage is not a boyfriend and a girlfriend. But I know you guys are smart and you already know that. It's not like being a boyfriend and a girlfriend. No. It's different. It is totally different. Rules apply to marriages, laws, actual LAWS laws. Okay. And then Brooke is in trouble. Good, Alexis. She need to be in trouble with a little bad booty. Magnolia says, Aunt said he could never raise another man's child anyway. That's true, Magnolia. Tyrane says, one journey. Yes, he needs an office for Melissa. And he needs to take that key away from that girl walking through that door like he lets her. I get it when it's just them and there's no need, but now it's not just them. So now there needs to be some boundaries put in place, especially for Melissa, especially, right? It's time. And if Amber wants to move out of that mansion, those are her very two best reasons: mental and physical abuse. That will get you out of the house. Otherwise, the judge will say, isn't there another bedroom you can use? And we already know she's on the first floor. And he's still bothering her, standing in the door looking like he's some kind of Silence of the Lambs guy or something, standing there staring at her. And then he made the comment the other day about offing her to his attorney, talking about he sees why men in the movies off their wives. And his attorney thought that was funny. She chuckled about that, even though she figured he wasn't serious. Let's not forget he said that. Amber doesn't know he said that, though. So, Ann said he could never raise another man's child anyway. One journey, yes, he needs an office for Melissa. And let's see. Because I can't see Melissa going all the way home to do her work. And she never has anything in her hands, right? So, oh, well, she has a laptop, so maybe it's at Dave's house. Dave would never, ever allow Aunt to claim or raise his child. That's true. I doubt that. When you're married, your husband is the legal father no matter what. Not in this state, Miss Faye. Not in California. And I know that for a fact. Yeah, no. Not in our state, baby girl. Yeah. State of Cali. The father is the father, and they're coming for you for child support. They don't care who you are. They don't care what state you're in. They are coming for you. If you're in California and you have a child, they don't care if you're married or not, but you're going to pay child support because the state doesn't want to pay for your baby. So if that woman knows where you are, Cali is going to find you, and they will take your license. They will put you in jail. They will force you to pay somehow, some way. And that's a fact. Miss Fatal. Okay, I got that one. Michelle says, but intimacy for women can be twofold, whereas with men, it's physical. With women, intimacy is not only physical. Exactly. It's emotional. And then Troy struck him. What kind of 1876 law is that? That's a deep one, you guys. That Georgia law. Because I know for a fact in Cali, they're going to come find you. And they're not going to make you stay stay married. They don't do that here. And that I can attest to. Interesting. Anyway, that's the end of our live tonight. And it is, 12:30 on the East Coast. You guys, I'm so glad to see you. Now I'm going to put eye drops in my eyes because they're still watering. Oh, thanks, One Journey. My eyes are still watering. Don't know why. But my honey's home, so I'm going to go say hi. Kendrick's been getting cookie samples from Don. Kendrick, One Journey, it has been fun. You guys, I'll see you in the morning. Have a great night, okay? We'll talk to you later. Good night. Good night, Gwen. Good night, One Journey. Yeah, it was an excellent live. We had a great tea this morning, too. It was off the charts. Anyway, bye, everybody. Bye, Angela. See you guys. Bye, Almas. Bye, Dolly. Bye, Miss Faye. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you. Bye, Willie. Good night. Night, Willie. And bye, Betty. If you're still awake. Bye, Janet. Good night. You guys take care. Get some rest. Okay? All right. Good night. One Journey. Night. Time for you to go to bed. Okay. Bye.